They said it was the perfect wedding. A beautiful bride, a beaming groom, a lavish ceremony dripping with elegance. But behind the veil and the vows, a deadly plan was already in motion. Within months, the groom would be dead. Not from heartbreak, but from poison. Welcome to True Crime Hub, and the case of the bride who said "I do," then killed for the insurance check. Anthony Castellano had everything money could buy, except someone to share it with. At 42, he built an empire in luxury real estate, was driving a brand new Bentley, and lived in a penthouse that overlooked downtown Chicago. But inside, he was lonely. Divorced for 7 years and without children, he buried himself in work and philanthropy. Then came Brianna Hart, a 27-year-old fitness influencer with a glowing Instagram following, known for her sculpted abs and motivational quotes. Their first interaction, a casual message, "Hey, just saw your profile. Are you single?" It was direct, brazen. Anthony chuckled but replied. What followed was a whirlwind. They texted non-stop, FaceTimed every night. 2 weeks later, they were having dinner at RPM Steak. Brianna showed up in a red dress, perfume like summer rain. Anthony was smitten. Within a month, Brianna had practically moved in. She brought her French bulldog, her ring light, and her endless stream of vlogs and fitness gear. Anthony was overwhelmed, but flattered. He thought it was fate. His sister, Marina, was less convinced. She's too fast, Tony. Too perfect, she warned. What does she want from you? Anthony brushed it off. He liked the attention, the energy, the feeling of youth she brought into his life. What he didn't know was that Brianna had a history. Brianna's ex-boyfriend had filed a restraining order 2 years earlier. Another ex claimed she stole his identity to apply for a car loan. Her online life, curated, manufactured. Her real income. Anthony saw a future. Brianna saw a target. And the trap was about to snap shut. Anthony proposed after 6 months. It was a scene straight out of a rom-com, a yacht, champagne, a sunset backdrop on Lake Michigan. Brianna cried, said yes, posted everything online within the hour. But behind the joy, Anthony's inner circle grew uneasy. His financial advisor, Greg Morelli, urged caution. She hasn't even been with you a year, man. Protect yourself. So, Anthony did. He drafted a prenup. Brianna acted shocked but eventually agreed, on one condition. A clause stating that if Anthony died within the first year, she'd still inherit a $2 million life insurance policy. Anthony thought it was romantic. She said it showed trust. Friends called it insane. In private, Brianna Googled, fastest acting poisons undetectable, how long to inherit after death, and foods that hide bitter tastes. Just 1 month before the wedding, Brianna took out 2 credit cards in Anthony's name. The wedding was coming. The cake was ordered. But Brianna's gift wasn't love, it was poison. The wedding was a showstopper, held at the Four Seasons, with $200,000 spent on decor alone. White orchids everywhere. Brianna wore a Vera Wang gown. Guests danced under crystal chandeliers. But Anthony's best friend Marcus noticed something strange. Brianna barely looked at Anthony once the cameras were off. She kept to her bridesmaids, flirted with the bartender. When Marcus mentioned it, Anthony laughed it off. She's just having fun. The honeymoon in Greece was no better. Anthony posted smiling pictures, but the truth was different. He felt sick, bloated, dizzy. Brianna brushed it off as jet lag. She insisted he take the vitamins she'd packed. 2 weeks into the honeymoon, Anthony went to a local doctor in Santorini. The doctor prescribed antacids. Brianna tossed them out. Back home, Anthony's symptoms worsened. But Brianna had the perfect cover: love, care, and lethal control. Over the next 4 months, Anthony's health declined dramatically. He suffered from vomiting, blurred vision, joint pain. He saw 4 doctors. All were puzzled. None suspected poison. Brianna was doting in public. She posted photos with sad captions. Watching your husband suffer is the worst pain. Followers flooded her with sympathy. Privately, she was living a double life, traveling solo, frequenting luxury spas, and reportedly having an affair with her old fitness manager. Anthony's sister Marina grew suspicious. She began documenting Anthony's symptoms, dates, and meals. She noticed a pattern. He got sick after anything prepared by Brianna. Marina contacted a private lab. They tested Anthony's hair. Results showed toxic thallium levels, sky high. But how was Brianna getting the poison? And how had she hidden it so long? Police launched a covert investigation. Brianna was being watched. They traced her to a private chemistry lab 3 months earlier. Using a fake identity, she claimed to be a university student. She purchased small quantities of thallium nitrate under the guise of rodent testing. Digital forensics uncovered emails from a burner account, messages coordinating the poison purchase. But the bombshell came from Anthony himself. Days before his collapse, he recorded a voice note. Anthony's voice: "If I die, it's Brianna. Please look into her. I think she's putting something in my drinks." He emailed it to his lawyer. The message was time-stamped. Undeniable. That voice from beyond the grave would echo in courtrooms and haunt Brianna's lies. March 17th, 2023. Anthony woke up confused, unable to walk. Brianna claimed he fainted. She waited 43 minutes before calling 911. In the ER, doctors finally made the link: thallium poisoning. But it was too late. Anthony slipped into a coma. He died 3 days later. Brianna arranged a glamorous funeral. She cried, posed with mourners, and live-streamed the burial. Meanwhile, the lab confirmed everything. Police secured a warrant and arrested her at a Miami spa, mid-facial, robe and all. Her crypto wallet had received $980,000, half of Anthony's insurance payout. The rest was being laundered through a chain of fake fitness brands. Justice was coming, but the courtroom would reveal even more shocking secrets. The media dubbed her the killer influencer. The trial began in October. Brianna arrived in designer suits, her Instagram deactivated. Her lawyer claimed mental illness. The prosecution didn't flinch. They had motive, means, digital trails, voice recordings, toxicology, and financial fraud. But the true dagger? A former friend turned witness who testified that Brianna had bragged about marrying rich and ending up single and loaded. Anthony's sister broke down on the stand. The courtroom was silent. The jury took less than 5 hours. In a world where love is often filtered through screens and staged for likes, some hearts beat with dark intent. Anthony Castellano wanted love. What he got was a death sentence. If you found this case chilling, subscribe to True Crime Hub, hit the bell icon, and never miss a story that peels back the mask of everyday evil. Stay sharp, stay curious, and stay alive.